Hey y'all, so we are at the 13th episode of the 13th season of Real Housewives of New York. I'm kind of at the point where they can end it soon. Like, I'll be fine with maybe 3 more episodes and a 3-part reunion, and I think I'll be good. So they could come back, fresh with maybe like an additional 2 women to the cast and another friend, something. Let them work on it. But yeah, this is episode 13. I'm trying to catch up this week, y'all. I'm trying. But let's get into the episode. So we open to see what a few of the wives are doing. Wives. Cast members. So Lyin is trimming her dog's nails. And then meanwhile, we see Ebony. She's taking her DNA test with her potential sister. And then we're with Sonja and Lyin, who's having lunch. And Sonja is spilling the tea about one of the escorts from the last episode that she went to their hotel with. Sonja is bragging right now. She says she could hardly walk afterward. Okay, get it, Sonja. We see Ramona joins them as they continue talking, and Ramona says in the confessional, like the friend she is, that she's surprised that guy went home with Sonja. So the next topic of conversation is Ebony's Black Shabbat dinner. Sonja accidentally spills Ebony's tea that she just broke up with her Jewish boyfriend. I'm guessing her boyfriend was the inspiration for this Black Shabbat dinner. It would have been nice to see Ebony on camera with her man though. But anyway, Sonja feels bad about telling Ebony's business to the girl, so she actually calls Ebony on speakerphone to apologize and just give her a heads up that she told Ramona and Lyin her business. We hear Ebony on speaker, and it really sounds like she doesn't care that Sonja said anything. But then you have Lyin and Ramona, they're yelling into the phone, asking her different questions about what happened behind the breakup. Ebony sounds like she couldn't get off the phone quicker. Next scene, we're at Leah's apartment where she's being visited by her brother and sister. The only thing I got from this scene is Leah's brother is mildly attractive. And that's about it. So fast forward. Next, we're at Sonja Morgan's townhouse, and she's being visited by her healer. The reason why is because of the seance experience she had in Salem a few episodes ago. This is basically a bohemian therapy session, and once this woman started bringing out the bongos and like the cymbals as she's talking to Sonja, I was like, okay, I'm done. We can fast forward through this too. Next, we're with Ebony at her place, and it seems like she got the DNA results for herself and her potential sister. And unfortunately, the test says that they're not related. So she has to call her with the news, and it's pretty sad. They were hoping that they were related, but Ebony says this doesn't change anything. They can still have a relationship going forward. The lady wishes Ebony well on her journey. And I gotta say, at least this plot line was better than Melissa Gorga's. Because Melissa Gorga trying to find her sister, that went nowhere. At least Ebony fulfilled the rest of this plot line. So we're at Sonja's again, and we see her bossing around one of her lowly interns that she's probably not paying at all. And she's expecting company with her business manager and trying to find out where the money is, because her conversation with Ebony, she seems to not know where her own books are, and she's never seen them. Ramona is also coming because Sonja thinks that Ramona's vast experience in business would be very helpful here. She is, however, nervous because Ramona, as we know, can be very unfiltered. Okay, just by looking at her business manager, he just seemed a little shady. I don't know why. Like, kind of like Britney Spears' old manager. So they're all at the table discussing Sonja's finances, and Ramona is starting already. I'm coming to this very educated in business. Ramona says her goal is to help Sonja find out where the money is. And for once, I think Sonja did right inviting Ramona to this because she's so damn assertive. And I did get a chuckle out of Ramona saying, "Show me the coin. Show me the coin." Sonja Morgan's company is making $50,000 a month? What? Interesting. And I gotta say, Ramona is on it. She's like, okay, well, that's $400,000 in profit, so where is it going? And then he says some of that profit is going to the website, and as he's being pressed more, he's saying that Sonja has $10,000 in uncashed checks coming to her. And then Ramona's like, pardon? So, like, Sonja isn't saying something. Like, I gotta say, this episode and a couple of the few that I've watched in prior seasons, like, Sonja is like a liar. More so like a delusional liar. Sonja says she doesn't have those type of checks, like maybe 2,000, so someone is lying. So I'm not sure where they pulled the numbers of $80,000 from, but Ramona asked the business manager, okay, so how much are you paying to the lawyers out of the 80K? And he's like, 60,000? And I'm like, Sonja, this man is stealing from you right under your nose and is clearly taking advantage of you because you serve Grey Gardens every episode. So you seem like a pretty easy mark. But the business meeting ends with Sonja telling him, you gotta show me the books. You gotta show me the books. And he's like, well, I showed you the tax papers. I showed you the tax work. She's like, I wanna see the books. And he's like, humana. Like, he's lying. He's lying. Like, what a chaotic scene. Like, at one point, Sonja's like, Urgh! I'm like, what am I watching right now? And so everything just ended hunky-dory. Wink, wink. I'm wondering, like, did they work it out? Is he fired? Because clearly this man is stealing from her, but whatever. So next scene, we're at Luann's Christmas video shoot. I gotta say, the set looks very expensive for a video that's not gonna make any profit. Ramona arrives and she is a pain in the ass already. She's already barking orders for champagne. She needs ice in it because it's cold. She just spilled it on the carpet. I mean, classic Ramona. Meanwhile, we see Luann shooting the video and they make her do a certain take of walking in and out the room like at least 30 times. You can see how frustrated she is and it's quite hilarious. Ebony and Leah arrive to a very chaotic set. Ebony, by the way, her fashions is killing it in New York right now. I don't think a lot of people are talking about it enough. Like, she always knows the assignment. She kills it. I'm actually very entertained by this entire video shoot. Like, just so much is going on and it's so funny. So she tells Luann, it turns out that Sonja went back to the hotel with the guy, but his girlfriend was there. And there's proof of that because the guy put it on Instagram that he was in the hotel with his girlfriend as well as Sonja. You can see her in the Insta story. And she didn't have sex with him after all. In reality, she passed out on his bed and the guy had to call his friend to say, you need to get her out of here. So she passed out drunk on this man's bed. I'm just wondering, why does she have to lie about that? Like, this is so weird. And you know Luann and Ramona's gonna use this against her later. So we see Sonja arrive to set and already Luann is trying to catch her in a lie. Like, she's asking her about the caviar that she gave her the night of her birthday. And she's asking Sonja this question with a sly grin on her face, just waiting for her to lie to her. And now later we see Ramona asking Sonja about the caviar. These ladies are not her friends. Like, Ramona and Luann are just laughing to themselves like Sonja is just some type of joke. It's all very Mean Girl. So then they bring up to Sonja that they know that his girlfriend was there in the hotel with her. And the look on Sonja's face is, uh-oh, I got busted. So then she eases back like Homer Simpson in the bushes to her dressing room and then hurries up and shut the door, while Luann and Ramona are just laughing to themselves. So meanwhile, as we're in Sonja's dressing room, Leah is there too, and Sonja's now telling Leah about her phony hookup. Now, Leah's asking her more in-depth questions since she knows now that the girlfriend was in the room. She's like, well, did she watch? Or what was she doing while y'all were hooking up? And then Sonja is tripping over her words. She can't get her story right. She's clearly lying again. And I don't know why she's lying. Like, we know Sonja is like a Samantha from Sex and the City. So why does she have to like spin these tall tales of having sex with like these 20-year-olds? So then next we see Ramona telling Ebony about how Sonja's lying about the hookup. Like, they are telling everybody in the group about Sonja, except just coming to Sonja saying, girl, we know that you lied. Like, why did you lie about that? My friend just told me that you got passed out drunk and you need to get picked up out the hotel. But no, they're having a fun time just gossiping about her to the other castmates. So we're almost at the end of the video shoot and Ramona is holding up production because she's taking a personal call. This is quintessential Ramona, so no one's surprised. Ramona says there's money involved, so yeah, y'all gonna have to wait. The director looks like he has had it with Luann and her diva-like ways. And just seeing how Luann is acting, I'm sure she's insufferable to work with. So they finally wrap this video with them all around the piano doing this and everything. Another weird point is, I think this video isn't going to come out until like this Christmas. It didn't come out last Christmas, I'm guessing because of the pandemic. So they did this all last year, hoping for that video to show this year. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, as I said, that was the end of the episode. Not much happened, but I did enjoy the latter half of this episode because it felt like old Real Housewives of New York. It just was like zany. It was really light. Ramona was being Ramona. I actually enjoyed this episode. I also miss Brishon's presence. Like, I hope she's in the next one, but I don't think so. The next episode looks like it's gonna be good because it's Ebony's Black Shabbat dinner. And Ramona looked like she cut up the entire night. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I think I'm ready for New York to wrap it up. Like, I'm hoping that, okay, we have maybe 3 more episodes left. I know the reunion's gonna be pretty explosive, but yeah, this season, it's all right. I'm gonna give it like a C+ so far, because we still gotta average out the reunion. It might be great. But let me know what y'all thought about this episode, the season so far. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.